Hi guys, my name is Tomiwa Oladele. I'm the creative director of House of Ayaba, and if you are watching this video, it means that you are on the official YouTube channel of Ayaba Insider. Whoop whoop! We'd love to have you be a part of the family. So please, if you haven't already, subscribe by clicking the subscribe button down below. On Ayaba Insider, we give you tips, tricks, fashion hacks, behind the scenes, conversations with our favorite fashionistas, and we just have a wonderful, laid back fashion time. So, 4, 3, 2, 1. Today we're talking about a phenomenal woman, outstanding, a an outstanding woman. Think about all the positive qualities you can ever think of. Those are the qualities that this woman possesses, and she is none other than myself. Okay, sorry guys, I promise you I'm not conceited or anything, but if you don't hype yourself, who will? So I gotta hype myself, right? So today I just thought to answer some of frequently asked questions I have been asked on my fashion journey, and I'm gonna do so with the help of this, right? So I'm going to pick out the questions and then answer them as best as I can and as honestly as I can. Full disclosure, guys, no for me. Okay? So the very first question is, how did I start House of Ayaba? Okay, so to answer the first question, I would, just like to give a little bit background about myself. Um, I studied mass communication from the University of Lagos, where I majored in public relations. However, I had always liked fashion. Literally, my earliest memory of me liking fashion was when I was in maybe primary one, thereabouts, in my primary school, and it was the end of the year party, and everybody was coming in their Auntie Gimme cakes and their florals and their puff sleeves, kind of like the one I'm wearing now, you know. But I came in, and what I wanted to wear was like an ashoke skirt. So I really wore like a t-shirt and then an ashoke. I was really fashion forward then, you know. And I remember when I got to school, and then all my colleagues were downstairs chanting, sure, okay, when they saw me, and I was, feeling cool and hyped. Anyways, long story short, I've always loved fashion, and it helped that I came from a background of fashion. My mom still is a fashion designer, and my dad is extremely creative. He was one of those people that pioneered Adidas way back when. And I have just always grown with machines all around me. So did I do formal education? Did I go to a fashion school? No. I like to say my life was a fashion school. All my life I have been exposed to cutting, sewing, machines, fabric, patterns. So this was something that I grew up on, and it was easy for me to key into it when I decided that I was passionate about it. I remember the first time I, took it serious as a business, I was maybe in my year 3. I used to make outfits for myself anyways, or my mom's tailors will make outfits for me whenever I had the time. And in my year 3, we went for IT placement. I think that's what it was called. Yes, IT placement. And I used to rock some of my outfits that either I made or my mom's tailors made for me. And, a lot of people liked them. And some people stay asking me where I got the outfits from and if I could make for them and stuff. And I remember initially I said to my mom, I was like, okay, no problem. My mom is a designer. I could get her to make outfits for you. And I got back home and I told my mom, I was like, oh, some of my colleagues want outfits. And my mom is like, so why don't you offer to make it for them? After all, you're the one that designs whatever it is you wear, you design it yourself anyway. So make it a business, make extra money, make extra cash. And, that was all the push that I needed. And I had my first client from my interior placement. She ordered for an outfit that I made for myself. And from there, she loved the outfit. Other, colleagues asked her where she got the outfit from. She told them I made it for them. And literally that was how the journey started. So I started my fashion business while still in school. I had some of my classmates that were also placed with me at my IT organization. So those ones also patronized me. And from there, the word spread. So I had been Ayaba right from school. And even though I pursued, because I was also, or I'm still also passionate about public relations and branding, even though I decided to pursue that line of career path, just because I just wanted to have that experience, right? So I worked for 3 years in an e-commerce company. I had an amazing time where I was heading PR and marketing. But then at some point, I needed to focus on my core business because I was still doing my business on the side. And you know, when you're doing two things at a time, it's not very easy to manage. You have to have exceptional, you know, managerial skill and exceptional staff to be able to adequately give both of them, you know, the attention they deserve. And I felt, after a while, I felt like my baby, my passion project, which is fashion, you know, began to suffer at some point. So I made the decision to quit my 9 to 5, where I was doing well, you know, and focus on my baby, you know. And so this is what we've been pushing since I think I've focused on this full time since 2016, and it has been an amazing time. Yeah. So we'll go to the very next question. Yep. And the next question we have here is, what inspires my designs? Okay. So I'd say my designs are largely inspired by people, places, and experiences. And I'll break that down. A customer comes to me and is like, I want to make an outfit. I'm not trying to sell her my own personal style. I need to get to know her. So I ask her a couple of questions. I ask her, you know, what type of person are you? Do you like simple outfits? Do you like dramatic outfits? I like to get to know her. Are you conservative? Do you mind showing, you know, some décolletage? I ask these questions because I want to get to know the customer. And once I get to know the customer, then her nature, her lifestyle inspires me. So there, people inspire me. Now, that's on one end. And another end, I see designers that are doing absolutely well. I admire their work. I'm also inspired by some of their designs. What else did I mention? Places. I love to travel. And when I say travel, I don't mean anywhere within Lagos, within Nigeria. I'm adventurous, you know. I love to experience places. And whenever I do have the privilege of experiencing places like this, some of their, you know, culture, some of the environment around me, the type of patterns, fabrics, some of these things speak to me. And as a result, form a basis for some of the things that inspire my outfits. And I'm trying to remember what was the third thing I said. Experiences. So my experiences also inspire my designs. I've grown, or I've had years of experience in fashion, both while studying my parents and while embarking on this journey on my own. And along the lines, I've seen things that work, fabrics that work with each other, colors that match each other better. You know, all of these experiences that I've gained over time are also things that, you know, influence some of my designs. And above all, the greatest inspiration is God, right? I am one of those people that is always at his feet, you know, asking for inspiration, asking for the littlest things. There's some times that I have designs in my head and I'm not exactly sure how to, you know, execute them. Best believe I actually go to God and I'm like, Baba, I really help me, show me how to do this. And he has always, always, always come through. So yeah, those are those are some of the people, things that inspire me. And the last question in this pot is, what's my personal style? Okay, so I'd like to say that I think that my personal style has been a journey. You know, there was a time where I had this quirky phase and I was, you know, full on quirky. To a certain extent, I feel like there's still a little bit of that quirky influence in my outfits because I don't like the typical things. I like things that are different, much like this neckline I'm wearing. The standard neckline is like a round neck, square neck, you know, V-neck sort of neckline. But this neckline is a little bit of different things, you know. It has like a wide, it begins with a wide cut, almost like a V neckline. However, at the bottom we went square. So I like, you know, things that are not very regular. They are not the usual things. I like statements, but understated statements. So I don't like to walk into the room and my outfit is shouting, you know. No, I'd like to turn heads with the simplicity but elegance of the outfit. So most of my outfits are, you know, very rockable, very relatable, but there'll be that extra sprinkle of, you know, spice in it, whether it's the detail, whether it's the fabric. There'll just be something different and edgy about my outfit. So I'd say my personal style is simple but edgy, understated elegance. Yeah, that's the word. And I think that's about it. So those are the three questions that, you know, people have asked me over time that I thought to answer. And on the next episode, we'll be talking about how to identify your own personal style. So stay tuned. On today's segment of